Let's get some perspective right away from Kaduna, where we understand that Pastor Gideon Mutum is standing by, founder Amaya Peace Foundation, to get some perspective on the state of insecurity in that part of the country. Pastor Gideon, we'd like to thank you most kindly for agreeing to speak with us on the program. I would like you to respond, first of all, how you're receiving the news of bandits releasing another batch of 15 Bethel Baptist students who were, of course, kidnapped in July 2021. I also understand, Pastor Gideon, while we try to get connection or signals with him, that there are 65 students who are still in captivity.
Well, thank you very much for speaking with me and allowing me to come under this your platform. We have been, Kaduna State has been for a time now, has been the epicenter of these kidnapping and killings. And we understand that this has been ongoing for a while. In fact, what brought some of us to responding is because the unabated killings and kidnapping brought some of us to actually see how we can respond to some of these things. The Bethel, students, and if we put the Bethel students before us, we will actually forget other people that have been there. There are issues of ransom that is paid, quietly by parents because they don't want anybody to know. So it's still an issue that when you look at it from a humanitarian point of view, you consider and you also feel with the parents, you feel with the communities, you feel with the school proprietors. We've been in touch with the proprietors, that is the Baptist Convention, the Kaduna Baptist Convention. It's truly a traumatic experience. We happen to interview some parents. We discover that they've lost their sleep for quite some time now, because they don't see the reason why they should sleep while their children under these kidnappers. So Kaduna State and the issue of kidnapping, the Bethel Secondary School and other people has actually been an issue of concern for us.
All right. Pastor, stay with us. We'll reflect on other issues, but let's even go to this issue of amnesty for repentant Boko Haram terrorists. So if the parents of kidnapped children are going through such a traumatic experience, I wonder how they are also receiving the news of the idea of forgiving and reintegrating repentant Boko Haram terrorists. What are they saying to you?
It actually reveals, and it says to me that there is an hidden agenda by the government of the day for something they are either aware of or something they don't know, they don't have an idea about. Let me explain myself. It could be an agenda in the sense that they have brokered some, maybe some negotiation with these kidnappers and these what they call repentant Boko Haram. Or they don't understand the magnitude of what awaits us in the past. The case of Afghanistan and the stories that we are receiving now, or that is trending on social media, of the fact that 20 years ago, these Talibans, started this movement, their agitations for Islamic State and all that. And eventually, when the American government came for, integrated some of them, transformed some of them as the word are coming. Today, they are actually part of the new government, or they are part of the setting of the new government, because they know how to hibernate. They know how to go under, you know, to wait until the time to take over is allowed. You know, when I saw a picture, you know, some 5 years ago, of our military men, our uniform men that were amputated, and today their stories are not longer, they are not considered as heroes of this nation. They are not considered, and they are not given television coverage. They are not given media coverage. They are not given Nigerian money or Nigeria economy. They are nowhere to be found in all that. And suddenly you are finding people that have been enemies of this nation, people that have been killing humanitarian workers, you know, not even allowing nurses and allowing doctors to even provide, you know, basics for the wounded among the citizens, are now forgiven, brought into, some of them brought into our government, some of them brought into the military, some of them sent, you know, to school overseas. Well, the children of the deceased from our military, from our humanitarian, you know, force and workers are nowhere to be found. What that tells you, sir, and to Nigerians, is that this nation is actually a script that is being played by some people, either for what they know about or what they don't have an idea about. You know, and I feel sorry for this nation. If we continue like this, if we're not going to sit down, go back to the drawing board and look at it. These parents and a lot of people that have suffered from this banditry, from the killings of the Boko Haram, and seeing this nation going this way, they don't have hope. They can't be stirred up for something meaningful. They can't be patriotic any longer about this nation. And we have to change that narrative, you know, as quick as possible. I don't agree with the government for granting amnesty for what they call repentant Boko Haram, repentant bandit, and all that. I don't agree with that.
All right, because part of the argument, Pastor Mutum, is that the militants in the Niger Delta region were also granted amnesty some years back. We may not get into the argument whether for or against, but let me also ask you this question that requires a yes or no answer. The takeover by the Taliban in Afghanistan, do you think it's going to impact positively in the lives of the insurgent? Do you think it's going to aid insurgency, especially in the northeast? Just yes or no, please.
It has already started, sir. It has already started. If you have not seen the trending videos where these bandits are celebrating that victory, I might I will want to send it to you to see how they are celebrating and speaking in Hausa, you know, about the victory of the Taliban in Afghanistan.
All right. So, yes, we will definitely appreciate that. Maybe after the program, you can forward the videos and pictures to me. I would like to take a look at it. But you were quoted as stressing that you were quoted as stressing the need for an urgent national confab that will help address the problems in the region where you are, the incessant killings amongst others. I would like you to maybe expatiate on that thought.
Yes, I think that thought was actually taken out of context at that time. The context that I was talking about of a national confab, as at that time, that was like a year ago, when I was granted this same platform by Galaxy TV, which I remain so grateful because that coverage went very far. And I bless God for that opportunity for us to. Galaxy TV has been so open for us to bring our own ideas and concepts. The national I was talking about was actually within the nationalities of Southern Kaduna. You know, within the nationalities of Southern Kaduna. I was talking about the Southern Kaduna nations, the Southern Kaduna tribes need to come together and have a national confab where their own issues can be discussed. There are issues like the banditry, the killings, the herders, farmers, clashes and conflict, where it can be resolved. That was actually where I was heading at. But to talk about national confab, it will interest you to know that I have followed the national confab in the days of Jonathan, President Goodluck Jonathan. If anybody is asking for any national confab, I can ask actually for the dusting of that material, the dusting of that document. That document, I believe, captured the agitations of the every region, every tribe, and every people that made up what you call today Nigeria. I believe that in that document, our answers lies there, sir.
Yes, there are a number of issues we need to speak with you, but we are pressed for time, so we need to begin to wind down on our conversation very, very shortly. Let me also ask you this question. The president has said he is determined not to leave office as a failure. I wonder if you are very optimistic about Mr. President's position.
I am not, sir. That's a failure already. That's a failure already. That today you cannot tell us of your achievement. You are already talking about you. So it's talking about remedy. We are not looking at remedy. The remedy, the time is not there for Mr. President to remedy the ills.
Yes, the president. I hate to break your flow of thought, but the president has also threatened to make replacements if necessary. He has even said he can even go as far as rejigging the security architecture if things don't change.
We have done that. We have done that like 2-3 times already. We have done that. This is like the second time we are doing this. That we cannot bring our best, on board. You see, when you look at this nation, you will tell yourself that, what is going on is totally unacceptable. Where you have your best in other region of this nation and you don't want to bring them, where you insist that your people should occupy, juicy, sensitive, national positions. You are
Pastor
bound
Gideon,
to have
Pastor
this
Gideon,
kind of challenges.
yes,
When
we have to go.
in.
Yes, we have to go. I'm afraid we have to go, but I understand that you have been very vocal, and you have been very vocal, and you have subsequently received threats. Are you afraid for your life in 30 seconds or less?
I am for my life, especially for my children, for my family. I am.
Why?
Well, for my life, I am not as afraid as to my children. I look at the future. Even if I am killed today, this nation will not help my children. This nation doesn't have so much that my children could actually have and say, for the blood of their father, they have these privileges and Nigeria has become better. I have actually taken cue with the people that were killed before me, or that died before now. I can tell you I have not seen the dividend of the agitations. I have not seen the dividend of what they have died for. So I've seen their family. I've seen how their family are rejected and refused, and they don't have platform. This nation has platform for people that have been wicked, people that have killed others, and they are now parading themselves as repentant. The nation has a place for them. But anybody that has lived for patriotism, anybody that has lived to champion the cause of Nigeria, if he dies at the cause of that, his life and the children that he will leave behind is nothing to write home about.
It's indeed a very sad and pathetic situation we find ourselves, but we'd like to thank you most kindly, Pastor Gideon Mutum, President and Founder, Governors Assembly in Kafangchan, in Kaduna State. Of course, is also the founder, Amaya Peace Foundation. Thank you so much for your thought and, of course, for your insight on the program tonight.
Thank you.
All right, so there you go. With that, we end the show tonight. We'd like to thank you most kindly for being on the other side. From Lagos, Nigeria, I am Kelly Egiga. We urge you to keep it here on Galaxy TV. The news comes up in 2 hours or less. Stay with us.